Hi and hello dear friends, welcome back once again to our channel Vagai Academy of Mathematics, and this playlist is where you can find videos which are related to problems based on CAT, MAT and other management exams. Here this session we again have a problem which is based on the concept of time and work, and that too it is going to be based on the sub-concept of pipes and cisterns. Let's directly get into the problem. So here our question is, pipes A and B can individually fill a tank in 24 and 30 minutes respectively. That is, there are two pipes here, pipes A and B, they are given here, and they can fill a tank in 24 minutes and 30 minutes respectively. That is, A can fill the tank in 24 minutes and B can fill the tank in 30 minutes. That's what they mean. So let's note it here. Yes. So there are two pipes here, pipe A and B. So A takes how much minutes? A is taking 24 minutes and B is taking 30 minutes to fill the tank. Alright, okay? Yeah, yes. Continue the question. When the tank is empty, both the pipes are opened. So first at the beginning, the tank is going to be empty and they are going to open both pipes A and B. After how many minutes pipe A should be closed? Okay, so that means both the pipes are running, and after how many minutes? So that means after some time we need to close which pipe here? We need to close pipe A here. Okay, so after how many minutes? After how many minutes pipe A should be closed, so that it will take a total of 20 minutes for the tank to get filled. So this is going to be the question. So both the pipes are running from the beginning when the tank is empty, and after some particular time what happens is we are going to close pipe A, and from there onwards what is going to happen? Only the other pipe, that is pipe B alone, is going to run here. Okay, alright. So that is when, after how much minutes that pipe A should be closed. This is going to be the question. Alright, okay. I hope you are able to understand this. And now we are going to solve this problem. We have the options also. Yes, yeah, okay. Let's try to first of all solve the problem in a conventional way. Alright, okay. And later then we'll just try to do some shortcut. Okay, alright. Yeah, yes, coming here, we'll just make a structure here in order to solve the problem. Okay, whatever I just explained in words, I'll just try to present it in a diagram way so that it will be even more easy for you to understand. Alright. So that is, there are two pipes here and they are going to fill a tank. Okay. Let me just take this line. We'll just consider this line. This is going to be the time taken for the pipe to get, the tank to get filled by these two pipes. Okay, alright. So this stands for the entire process. Okay, alright. And this is going to happen in two phases. Okay, in what two phases is going to happen? It's going to happen like, first part it is going to happen it as pipe A and B both are going to fill. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line in between here, somewhere here. Okay. It is not that we need not be very meticulous about where to drop the point and all. That's not needed. Okay, so just in a random way you can just mark a point here. So that means here this first part, both the pipes are going to work. Okay, pipes A and also B both are going to work for this particular time. Okay, so this is going to be the first part, and the remaining time what is going to happen? A will be closed. Okay, at this point A will be closed. From this point till the end only pipe B is going to work. I hope it is clear to you. Okay, pipe B alone is going to work for the second part. Okay, so this is why I told this entire process is going to happen in two parts, where first part pipes A and B both are going to work, where the second part pipe B alone is going to work. This is going to be the process, and at the end the tank is going to be filled. Alright, okay, yeah, it is clear. Now what we need to find here is at what point or after how much time this pipe A is closed. This is what our question is asking. So that is, this first part is there, right? This first part, this time duration if you are able to calculate, then we are easily getting the answer, because that is what is going to be the answer at all. Correct? Yes, is it or not? Yeah, this is going to be the answer. So let's try to do it in a very easier way. Okay, so I hope this structure is clear to you. Now we'll get into the solving part. Okay, as usual we are going to carry unitary method to solve the problem. So how will we start with unitary method? So whenever we try to solve the problem using unitary method, we'll assume the total work first, right? And how do we assume it? So we'll see the time taken. Okay, so pipe A takes 24 minutes, B is taking 30 minutes. We'll take the LCM of those two numbers. So what is the LCM of 24 and 30? Go for the bigger number. 30 is the bigger number, right? So 24 and 30, if you compare, 30 is the biggest number. So what I can do here is I'll take 30 tables. 30 ones are 30, 32s are 60, no, not divisible by 24. 33s are 90, is also not divisible by 24. 34s are 120. Yes, 120 is divisible by 24. That means finished 120 units. I am going to assume the total work to be 120 units, or in other words, what I can tell is, I can even tell that the total capacity of the tank is what is this 120 units. This way also we can assume, okay, nothing wrong in that. Yeah, here, now we'll calculate the efficiencies of the pipe, okay. So pipe A is filling this 120 units in how much time? It's taking 24 minutes. So that means what will be the unit, how much unit it can cover per minute, that we have to think, okay. So how much units it can fill per minute? Shall we just calculate it? So it can fill 120 units in 24 minutes. So that means how many units per minute? It's going to be simple, 120 by 24. It's going to be 5, right? So that means pipe A, the efficiency is going to be 5 units per minute. Same way coming here, pipe B, the efficiency is going to be what? Here pipe B can fill 120 units in 30 minutes. Okay, so that means pipe B's efficiency is going to be 120 divided by 30. That's going to be 4, right? Because 34s are 120. So it means 4 units per minute. Clear, done. Okay. Now, what is happening? Coming back here, what is happening now? This first part, pipes A and B both are going to work. Okay. If they both are going to work together, what is going to be their combined efficiency? Can you just think and tell? What's going to be the combined efficiency? Because both the pipes are working, so that means their rates or their efficiencies will be added up. So that means they are going to work in a combined way. So that means 5 units per minute, 4 units per minute. Net in a total, what happens? 9 units per minute. Okay, so they are going to work at a speed of, or at an efficiency of, whatever it is. Okay, efficiency is going to be, combined efficiency is going to be 9 units per minute. Okay, so at this speed they are going to work for some time. Okay, yes, all right. And what about next one? Here pipe B alone is going to work. Okay, so pipe B alone is going to work for the second part. Here what is happening? Here pipe B alone is going to work, means here pipe B's efficiency alone will be accounted. Okay, so that means it's going to be 4 units per minute. Okay, so 4 units per minute. So for the first part, they're going to work at the speed of 9. The work is going to be happening at a speed of 9 units per minute. And second part, the work is happening at a speed of 4 units per minute. And it is going to take a total of how much time here? That is also mentioned in the question itself, right? So it's going to take how much time? It is going to take a total of 20 minutes. That is also clearly mentioned in the question. So that means a total of 20 minutes they're going to work. And the work, I mean the 120 units will be completed. Okay, so this is what is given to us. All right, okay, fine. Yeah, yes. Now how can you find it? It's going to be very easy. Okay, hereafter it's going to be based on algebra only. What I'm going to do is, since we need the time taken for the first part, okay, let me take this first part time to be x minutes. All right, okay, because I'm going to take this first part of time, that is the time or the number of minutes A and B, both of them are working together, right? That I'm going to take it as x minutes. So what happens to this part? The second part will become obviously what? It just becomes 20 minus x. All right, okay. So that means the first x minutes both are going to work, or for the first x minutes they are going to work at a speed of 9 units per minute, and the next 20 minus x minutes, because the total is going to be 20 minutes, right? Next 20 minus x minutes, the work is going to happen at a speed of 4 units per minute. That's it, right? So that means now we can very well calculate and equate it to the total work. All right, yes, we'll do that now. Yeah, okay, yes. So that means first x minutes, the speed is going to be 9 units per minute. So that means 9 into this x plus, next one is what? 4 units per minute. So 4 into, this is going to be 20 minus x. This is what is equal to what? This is going to be equal to, and total work, that's what is 120. All right, okay. Yeah, we'll solve for x now. So what happens is, like, we'll have 9x plus 4 into 20 will be, this will be 80, minus 4x is going to be 120. So that means we will be getting 9x minus 4x, which is going to be 5x, is equal to, we'll have this 120. Just take this plus 80 to the other side, it becomes 120 minus 80, which is going to be 40, and that means x is equal to 40 divided by 5, which is going to be 8. So that means x value is going to be 8, or in other words, what you can tell is A and B, they both are going to work for how much time? The time taken, they are working together, the time they are working together, that time is going to be how much? It's what is x is going to be 8. So that means for 8 minutes they are going to work. Okay, this is going to be the answer for this question, and this is just by the use of algebra we are doing it. Okay, and we can even skip these steps and try to do this calculation logically. That's it. Okay, that's going to be the shortcut. Okay, so I think I can just give it in words itself. Okay, not much of explanation needed. Only thing is, like, we'll have to think it logically. That's what is really important. Okay, all right, yeah, fine. So carefully follow this. What we are going to do is, so here up to this structure everything is okay, but after this, instead of framing this equation and solving for x, let's try to solve the problem in a logical way. All right, okay, yeah, fine. So just coming back to the story, what happens? First part, A and B, they both are going to work for at a speed of 9 units per minute. This is happening. And second part, what happens? Only B alone is working. That is what? 4 units per minute. And what about the total time? Total time is going to be how much? It's going to be 20 minutes. Be clear at this point. We should understand something here. However, pipe B is going to work for the entire 20 minutes. Is it or not? Is the point clear? Anyways, pipe B is going to work for the entire how much minutes? 20 minutes, because pipe B is active throughout the 20 minutes. So that means what I am going to do is, let me just calculate the units, number of units filled by pipe B in the 20 minutes. How much units it will be filling? Because pipe B is active for the entire 20 minutes, right? That's the thing, right? So that means we'll have 4 into 20, which is going to be what? 4 into 20 is going to be 80. Yes. So that means out of 120 units, 80 units have been filled by pipe B itself. Is it very clear? Is it clear? Yes, you are able to take that point, I hope. Out of 120 units, pipe B alone is able to fill 80 units. How 80 units? Just now we calculated, because pipe B is active for the entire 20 minutes. So 20 into 4, its rate I am multiplying. So I am getting 80. Alright, okay. So it means 80 units pipe B is filling. What about the remaining? The remaining will be 40 units. What about that 40 units? Obviously, this 40 units is going to be filled by which pipe? It's going to be filled by pipe A only. And pipe A's rate we know already, right? Its efficiency we already know. Efficiency is going to be 5 units per minute. So that means I'll just divide this by 5 to get the time, because this is going to be the remaining work. I need to divide it by the rate to get the time, right? So 40 by 5 is going to be 8 minutes. And this 8 minutes stands for the time duration for which pipe A alone is active, because that is what we need, right? The question is also asking for the same, because the question clearly asks after how much time A should be closed. That means they are just asking like how much time A was active. We calculated it. We got it to be 8 minutes. Okay. The way what we did here by framing equations is what here we are doing, but we are just trying to give the justification orally and then doing it by logical approach. That's it. Okay. So however, we got the answer to be 8 minutes, and that's going to be the answer. Our answer is available at option A. So option A, 8 minutes is going to be the answer for our question. Hope you are able to understand this problem. And yes, if you feel this problem, this session to be useful, please give a like. And also if you feel this problem will be the approach, how we solved it and everything will be useful for any of your friends, please do share this video to your friends also. Again, we'll catch up in the next session with some other interesting question or concept. See you soon there. Thank you so much.